was fundamentally missing with the original house was the connection to the outdoors and orientation to the sun. So by opening up the back with a series of French doors, we created a visual connection to the garden and got a lot more light into the house. I'm Chris Adams from Pōhio Adams Architects. This is the Queen's Park house that we renovated recently. We're in Queen's Park, a suburb close to Sydney City and right next to Centennial Park. And the house is situated on Gadigal country. So the house that we renovated hadn't been touched since the 1980s. It was characteristic of these types of houses where the front part remained reasonably original. The back had a cheap two-storey addition that gave a very poor connection to the rear yard. The owners came to us with a brief for a robust family home, so functionality was key. And they wanted to maximise what was inherently good about the property and absolutely maximising the potential of the parkside location. At the front of the house we have two formal living spaces that look out to the park, and on the other side we have the master suite and a very luxuriously proportioned ensuite bathroom. The key functional parts of the house are accommodated in the rear addition. So we gutted the shell of what was here, replanned it entirely, moving the staircase to create an open plan space for kitchen, living, dining that opens directly to the backyard. Within the joinery wall that runs through that space, we've concealed a powder room and then a scullery laundry coming off the kitchen. Upstairs we've got two further bedrooms and a kids' living space along with another bathroom. Because the house was in reasonable condition, it was easy to reinstate missing original detail and work out how to restore the front part of the house. Within the interior of the house, the palette of materials is pretty simple. We've chosen the black floors to provide the continuity between the old and the new part of the house. We have simple oak joinery running through the main living spaces because it's robust, it ages nicely, and the timber just gives a warmth and comfort to those spaces. Aged brass is used for details and handles and hardware throughout, and handmade Moroccan tiles for bathrooms in the kitchen. The key to making the house functional was to create a simple open plan living kitchen dining area at the back to provide the connection through to the rear yard. So for this project we've used a full suite of appliances. We have integrated French door fridge as well as a cool drawer in the kitchen island. We've got the full-size dishwasher, a pair of 60cm ovens, gas cooktop and the extractor hood. In the laundry we've got the washer and dryer. What particularly appeals about the design of the appliances is the way the fridges integrate and the simplicity of the controls on the other appliances. So we're very concerned with how streamlined everything is, and to be able to achieve that is invaluable. Pōhio Adams Architects have worked with Fisher & Paykel over a long length of time on many projects and really like the design direction that the company's taken over the last few years. So for this project, one of the key things is the park setting and the long sight lines that you have through and across the park. So in conjunction with the landscaping which we've used to screen the road that separates the house from the park, we've kept the centre corridor running all the way through the space, so from the backyard all the way through you can look out to the parklands. And it's a key view from the formal living spaces in the front of the house. The living spaces at the front have particularly charming coffered ceilings. We've replicated cornices where they've been missing and kept all of the traditional detailing. Working in heritage areas and with heritage houses always carries challenges and provides quite a lot of constraint for the project, but we use that as a positive to inform the design, and we're trying to work very sympathetically to tease out the inherent great quality characteristic of the 1880s and Federation style. So what I like most about a project like this is the transformation of the house. So being able to open it up in an elegant way, connect it with the old, charming, original part of the house has just transformed the way the clients can live here.